In the beginning, chaos reigned, a vast emptiness from which emerged Gaia, Earth, and Eros, love. Night and day followed, ending Erebus's darkness with the cycle of dusk and dawn. Taurus, the abyss of punishment, and Uranus, the sky, were also born. Gaia and Uranus united, birthing the 12 Titans, including Oceanus, the world-encircling river, Hyperion, the sun, and Selene, the moon. Uranus, a cruel father, imprisoned the Titans within Earth. Gaia, seeking to free her children, gifted Cronus, her youngest and strongest son, an indestructible sickle. Cronus ambushed Uranus, castrating him, and from Uranus's severed genitals, Aphrodite, goddess of love and beauty, arose, marking a new generation. Cronus then seized power, but his reign was threatened by a prophecy foretelling his overthrow by a child. He married Rhea and fathered the gods, swallowing each one whole to defy fate, mirroring his father's tyranny and setting the stage for divine conflict. Cronus's cruelty mirrored Uranus's, driven by the prophecy that a child would overthrow him. He devoured his children, the nascent gods, to prevent this fate. Rhea, his wife, however, saved Zeus, their youngest, by hiding him in Crete and deceiving Cronus with a stone wrapped in infant's clothes. Raised by Gaia on Mount Ida, Zeus grew in secret, nurtured by nature and destiny. Upon reaching manhood, fueled by righteous anger and divine purpose, Zeus returned to confront Cronus. He struck down his tyrannical father, a cosmic act of rebellion, and freed his swallowed siblings from Cronus's stomach. With his brothers and sisters liberated, Zeus initiated a decade-long war against the Titans, a monumental clash for cosmic supremacy, setting the stage for a new divine order. Zeus, leading his siblings, waged a 10-year Titanomachy. He unleashed the 100-handed giants and Cyclopes from Tartarus, gaining formidable allies. The Cyclopes, master craftsmen, forged Zeus's thunderbolt, Poseidon's trident, and Hades' helm of invisibility, turning the tide of war. The Titans, led by Atlas, were eventually defeated and imprisoned in Tartarus, the abyss of torment. Atlas received a unique punishment, eternally bearing the sky upon his shoulders. Themis and Prometheus, Titans who sided with Zeus, were spared. With the Titans vanquished, the cosmos was divided. Zeus claimed the sky, Poseidon the sea, and Hades the underworld, establishing their domains and ushering in a new era of divine rule. Prometheus, a Titan spared by Zeus, felt mankind was unworthy, mere beasts. He sculpted man from clay, in the god's image, but dissatisfied with their primitive existence in caves, Prometheus gifted them fire. This primordial flame allowed humanity to emerge from darkness, craft tools, and dominate the earth. Zeus, however, demanded gratitude and sacrifice, expecting men to offer animal parts to the gods. Prometheus, loyal to mankind, tricked Zeus in a sacrificial offering. He presented 2 parcels, one of bones hidden under fat, the other of meat concealed by stomach lining. Zeus chose the fat-covered bones, enraged by Prometheus's deception, and retaliated by taking fire back from humanity, plunging them into darkness. Deprived of fire, humanity retreated into caves. Prometheus, defying Zeus again, ascended Mount Olympus and stole fire anew, returning it to mankind and reigniting civilization. Zeus, furious at this defiance, chained Prometheus to a mountain. Daily, an eagle, sent by Zeus, devoured Prometheus's liver, which regenerated nightly, an eternal torment for his defiance. But Zeus's wrath extended beyond Prometheus, aiming to punish humanity further. He commissioned Hephaestus to create Pandora, the first woman, crafted from clay. Aphrodite bestowed beauty and emotions, Zeus curiosity, and Hermes speech and the name Pandora, all gifts, as each god contributed to her creation, setting the stage for a new form of divine punishment. Pandora, gifted a sealed box containing special gifts but forbidden from opening it, was sent to Earth and married Epimetheus, Prometheus's brother, who disregarded Prometheus's warnings about accepting gifts from the gods. Pandora and Epimetheus lived happily, but Pandora's curiosity about the box grew into an irresistible urge. Succumbing, she opened it, unleashing evil's greed, envy, disease, old age into the world, ending humanity's golden age. Only hope remained inside, Zeus's ultimate punishment, enduring hardship sustained by hope. This marked humanity's fall from innocence, ushering in ages of silver and bronze characterized by arrogance, war, and divine displeasure. The Golden Age ended, succeeded by the Silver and Bronze Ages, periods of human decline. Mankind became arrogant, neglecting the gods and embracing war. Zeus, angered by their wickedness and lust for conflict, resolved to cleanse earth with a great flood. He enlisted Poseidon, who unleashed oceanic waves, eclipsing mountains, torrential rains, and relentless winds, drowning cities and extinguishing humanity. Only Peha, Pandora's daughter, and Deucalion, Prometheus' son, survived, forewarned by Prometheus and having built an ark. Their vessel drifted atop the deluge, a testament to foresight amidst divine wrath, mourning the lost world. Deucalion and Peha, adrift on Mount Ponticus, the sole landmass remaining, sought to rebuild humanity. Guided by Themis, they were instructed to cast stones behind them as they walked. Stones thrown by Deucalion transformed into men, and Peha's into women, repopulating the earth, a second chance granted to mankind. Humanity was reborn, cleansed of past sins, with the freedom to choose their path. Deucalion, on Mount Ponticus, discovered Nod's ultimate security package, a symbolic protection for humanity's digital age, contrasting sharply with the mythical rebirth, blending ancient narrative with modern advertisement in a jarring juxtaposition. Zeus, enthroned on Olympus, reigned as king of the gods, his thunderbolt and eagle symbols of his power. He controlled weather, rewarding worshippers with fortune and punishing defiance with terrible wrath. Seeking a queen, Zeus married Metis, goddess of wisdom, who became pregnant. Prophecy foretold Metis' son would overthrow Zeus. Fearing fate, Zeus swallowed Metis whole to prevent the prophecy. He then suffered a splitting headache, and from his cleaved skull, Athena, goddess of war and wisdom, sprang forth, fully grown, joining the Olympians, a testament to Zeus's paradoxical attempts to control destiny and the emergence of divine power. Zeus's second wife, Themis, Titaness of justice, bore him the fates Clotho, Lachesis, and Atropos. Clotho spun the thread of life, determining its beginning. Lachesis measured and allotted each life's fate and duration. Atropos, the most feared, severed the thread, ending life. These sisters controlled destiny, their power absolute. Zeus later married Hera, his sister, goddess of marriage, his queen, yet his infidelities continued, fathering countless gods and heroes, often through deception, highlighting his complex and flawed divine nature. Zeus, despite marrying Hera, pursued numerous affairs. He transformed into a white bull to abduct Europa, princess of Tyre, carrying her across the sea to Crete. Revealing his true form, he followed Minos, later king of Crete and owner of the Minotaur. Zeus honored Europa by naming the continent Europe and immortalizing the white bull as the Taurus constellation. Hera, queen of the gods, protector of marriage, was vengeful and jealous, constantly angered by Zeus's infidelities. Despite her position, she bore Zeus only Ares and Hephaestus, most Olympians stemming from Zeus's affairs, fueling Hera's resentment and divine conflicts. Hera's jealousy targeted Io, a priestess, whom Zeus transformed into a white cow to hide from Hera. Hera, suspecting deception, demanded the cow as a gift, imprisoning Io and tasking Argus, a 100-eyed monster, as guard. Zeus, fearing Hera, sent Hermes to free Io. Hermes lulled Argus to sleep with music, then slew him, freeing Io. Hera, honoring Argus, placed his eyes on the peacock's tail. She then tormented Io with a gadfly, driving her to wander the Ionian Sea and Bosporus named after her journey. Eventually reaching Egypt, Zeus restored Io's human form, and they had Epaphus, ancestor to heroes Perseus and Heracles, a lineage born of divine infidelity and Hera's relentless wrath. Leto, another of Zeus's lovers, faced Hera's wrath, pursued by Python while pregnant with twins Apollo and Artemis. Hera forbade any land from sheltering Leto, who wandered Greece seeking refuge. Only Delos offered sanctuary, but Hera trapped Alethea, goddess of childbirth, preventing Leto's delivery. After 9 days of agonizing labor, goddesses pitied Leto, retrieving Alethea, finally allowing the births. Leto named her children Apollo, god of archery and light, and Artemis, goddess of the hunt and moon, destined to become Olympian gods, born from divine persecution and resilience. Cities celebrated Apollo and Artemis's birth, except Thebes, where Queen Niobe, arrogant and beautiful, mocked Leto for having only 2 children compared to her 14. Leto, enraged by Niobe's hubris, sent Apollo and Artemis to Thebes. The twins rained arrows, killing all of Niobe's sons and daughters, leaving her desolate. Niobe fled to Sipylus, weeping inconsolably, begging for release from pain. Zeus, taking pity, transformed her into stone, the weeping rock, forever mourning her loss, tears flowing as water through porous stone, a lasting monument to mortal arrogance and divine retribution.